How is it going, everybody? AB Rhombus here, and we are back with episode 9 of our Vlog Time Friday, our weekly discussion. Now, I know the past few weeks I haven't had a very good discussion topic. It was more of a mixed bag of things. But just as an update, if you haven't seen my Project Zomboid video where I talked about it, one of the ways I'm going to try to improve myself over the next, let's say, month or so, to make these videos a little bit more enjoyable, make them a little better, is I'm going to try to stop saying, you know. You know, it comes up a lot in my videos. It just slips out. I thought I did a really great job of getting rid of the uhs and the ums, but the you knows have taken those words places. So that's what I'm going to do going forward. I'm going to really focus on not saying that anymore. And when I'm trying to think of something to say, I'm just going to be silent, because I think that's a lot better and a lot less distracting. So I got a topic for us this week that I wanted to talk about. Something that I am absolutely fascinated in, even if I don't believe in it. This topic may turn away some people instantly. They may find it silly, uninteresting. But unfortunately, I find it absolutely fascinating. So you're going to have to bear with me if this isn't your type of topic this week. And the topic I want to talk about is fear and paranormal stuff. So something I noticed growing up was I would watch scary movies or go to haunted houses, and I would get scared like any normal person. And there's a lot of people out there that don't like being scared. But I realized that, holy crap, being scared is a lot of fun when it's in the right situation, like when you're watching a movie or you're going to a haunted house. And I've always been fascinated with that. I've always liked things that scared me, whether it's a movie or whether it's real life stuff, real life things that can happen. And it's a fascination of mine. Like, one of my favorite podcasts is absolutely Sword and Scale. I've mentioned on my channel before. And Sword and Scale is just real life shit that's happened that just blows minds. It's horrifying. It's sad. It's just fascinating. And I love horror movies for that same reason. I remember being in high school, okay? Being in high school, and I never really played the Silent Hill games, which is kind of funny because the Silent Hill movie is one of my favorite horror movies. Love it. Absolutely love it. But I remember going and seeing Silent Hill in theaters. And I remember at parts my heart beating and me kind of being freaked out a little bit, because that was one of the most goriest. That was weird of me to say. That was the most gory movie I think I had ever seen at that point. And the movie kind of freaked me out a little bit when I watched it. But I remember being in that movie and my heart beating like crazy and just feeling a certain way. And I also remember leaving the theater loving that feeling. So fear is fun to an extent. And playing with your own emotions and fear can be pretty crazy sometimes. I'm sure all of us have had experiences like that where your heart is beating. Your heart's in your throat. Your mouth is watering like crazy. You need something to drink. You're freaking out. You can't take your mind off of what's happening in front of you. And I love that stuff. Halloween is such a great time of year. It's fun being scared. It's fun playing on one of our most primal emotions. Our species is here because of instincts built off of that fear. That fear of not wanting to die. And that is something I find absolutely fascinating. Now, something that comes with fear is, what are you afraid of? Some people it's snakes. Some people it's tarantulas. Some people it's clowns. And some people it's Uncle Steve. There's a lot of things that scare us in this world. But I think one of the most frightening things in this world is the unknown. The unknown is inherently frightening, right? You don't know what to expect. It could literally be anything. That's why I find cryptozoology to be completely fascinating. I love hearing about reports of the Jersey Devil, whether or not it's true. Bigfoot's kind of wearing on me. It's kind of getting old. But I love the story of the Mothman. I love people telling stories of encountering aliens. That is just fascinating to me. And I love the fact that there is things out there that we know nothing about. There's things that we've never experienced in this world and in this universe. And that can be pretty damn frightening. People are frightening, right? We've seen evil people in this world. We see evil people in this world on a daily basis. We've seen people like Hitler, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer. We see terrorism every single day. And that's frightening. I shudder to think what a civilization much more advanced than us would consider us if they ever met us. Would they be willing to work with us? Or would they treat us like we treat ants? Oops, we stepped on them. Oh, we're going to have some fun with a magnifying glass. I wonder if that's how we would be treated. Because I refuse to sit here and believe that there isn't something else out there in the infinite universe that is kind of like us. A civilization. And that, to me, is frightening and exciting at the same time. Does fright and excitement go hand in hand with you like it does me? Does it matter if there's a Jersey Devil out there? Does it matter if ghosts exist? That's one thing I want to encounter. Sitting here talking to you today, I don't believe in ghosts because it does not go with what I believe in. But I want ghosts to exist. Just because I don't believe it doesn't mean I don't want it to be true. And I've always wanted an experience with a ghost. How fascinating would that be? You hear all these people going to haunted hotels, going to cemeteries that have these personal experiences that define what they believe in because of the paranormal activity that they experienced. And I want one of those experiences. I don't know about you guys, but I want one of those experiences because I think it would scare the shit out of me. Now, before I end this, I'm going to tell you something that scares the shit out of me that I will never, ever do. And that is skydive. My fiance's tried talking me into it, but there's one thing to be scared of stuff that is out of your control. It's also another thing to be afraid of something that you can control and putting yourself in a bad situation just to get scared. I'm not going to put myself in a room with a serial killer and hang out with them for 2 weeks. Okay, I'm not taking my chances there. As interesting as I find evil people in this world and how they think and how they do what they do and why they do what they do, I'm not putting myself in that situation. I hope neither of you wonderful people out there do either. So I hope you loved our discussion topic this week. I had a lot of fun talking with you guys these past 8 or 9 minutes. Been a lot of fun. If you like this video and you want to talk about more discussion topics, please consider joining the Rhombus Rebellion by clicking the subscribe button below. And if you want to help other people get into the discussion of talking about what they're afraid of, please click the like button below and help other people find the video as well. Don't be afraid to share it. I thought it was a really good talk. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed the topic this week. We'll catch you later. Peace.